Fam, what's going on? It's Kyle Henderson. This is my new YouTube channel, Men's Daily Devotional. I wanted to take steps forward in my own spiritual life, and I am inviting you to join the ride. I love feedback. Disclaimer, I am in no way probably even qualified to do this, but I know that I'm responsible to take steps forward to becoming closer to a higher power. And I want to do that. That's something that I want to be strengthened in. And there's no better time to do that than right now. The book that I'm working off of is Daily Wisdom for Men. It is by Dan Britton and Jimmy Page. Every single day they have a devotional and some prayers. That's what we're going to be working off. Some of the videos will be short form. Some of the videos will be a little bit longer. Some of the videos will just be me posted up talking about things at a high level. And I love any type of feedback inside the comment box. Thanks for being here, and let's begin. Today is April 7th, and the topic is get ready, right? But for what? Having spent nearly 20 years in the fitness industry, I've met folks exercising for all types of reasons. But I've met very few, if any, who say that they're training to be ready. The most common answers people give for training are to lose weight, to look better, to get healthier, to be stronger, and even compete in an event. Some need exercise because their doctors told them that if they didn't, they'd face chronic illness. But rarely is readiness in the reason that people say that they're training. Ready for what? You might be asking yourself. Well, ready for the challenges of every day. Ready to help somebody who might need it. Ready in case of an emergency. Ready for life. Abraham Lincoln is considered to have once famously said, "Today I will prepare, and someday my chance will come." The challenge for each of us is this. Will we have the strength for two? What will we do to make sure we're strong enough in mind, body, and spirit to help others when our time comes? Push beyond your normal limits to gain muscle. You must lift heavy weights. To grow in faith, you must step outside of your comfort zone. To grow in empathy, you must step into others' shoes. If it doesn't challenge you, it will never change you. Men, others are counting on us to be ready for the demands of life. Love it. So again, we're working off the Men's Daily Devotional. Today is April 7th. Strong enough mentally and physically for life. I love that because I think in training, we associate that with just having a nice physique, right? But how are we doing mentally? Are we strengthening ourselves mentally for the everyday process of life? Are we strengthening ourselves mentally to be a father, to be a husband, to be a good partner, a good teammate within our daily lives? And I think that's challenging because we don't oftentimes take a lot of time to work on ourselves mentally after we're done playing sports, right? That's why I love my group F3 so much, is because I'm getting not only the camaraderie from hanging out with the guys, but every single time after our workouts, there's the COT, the Circle of Trust, where we get together and there's a prayer, right? It's a peer-led rotating fashion, and somebody's praying or leading the prayer, and I get a little bit into my cup from that. But outside of that, how are we strengthening ourselves mentally? Physically, I think is easier than growing mentally, if that makes sense. Do you agree? Let me ask you inside the comment box. Do you think that growing mentally is harder than getting physical gains? I don't know. Will we have the strength for two? This is interesting. I think in life, you have to be able to lift up the closest people to you, whether that's your wife, whether those are your kids. Having the strength, not only physically, but mentally, there's going to come a point in time in your life where you're going to have to be the pillar during difficult times. Do you have that mental strength to stay steadfast and push through those tough times and kind of be the pillar for other people that need you? You know, in a recent podcast that I did with Adam Brooks, who's an associate professor here at the University of Alabama, he went through a lot last year with his father passing away. And something hit me that he said. He's like, you know, I practice acceptance during those difficult times, but also I realized that people still needed me during those difficult times. That's strength. Strength for not only his mind, but strength for others, to be that pillar. To grow in faith, we must step out of our comfort zone. And to learn more about empathy, we have to step into other shoes. I love this. To grow in faith, one of my goals, we must step outside of our comfort zone. And that's challenging, right? To be able to challenge yourself. Like even this YouTube channel is challenging for me because this is one of the areas that I'm lacking in my life. But I'm going to take it day by day. And I know, as I always talk about, it's never a quantum leap. It's day by day, step by step. But this is outside of my comfort zone, I promise you. I'm uncomfortable. But I know that I have to be here in order to take steps forward. And in terms of gaining empathy, my goodness, like I feel like a lot of my life, I didn't know what empathy was. I didn't care to learn about it. But as you go through life, I think once you start to think about how other people are feeling, how this might impact somebody else, those are really guardrails for you emotionally to work on yourself, right? And to understand and to be patient with people, because everybody's probably dealing with something. Everybody is dealing with something, whether that's mind, body, or soul. And that's just the truth of it. I mean, think about this for a second. Are you dealing with something inside? Maybe physically? Are you dealing with something? Yeah, so is somebody else. And then the quote, today I will prepare and someday my chance will come. Abe Lincoln. I love that because every single day you have to build yourself up. Your name's going to get called at some point, whether that's your job, whether you have to rise up for your family. Some sort of opportunity might come up. Remember, we talked about bad and good opportunities, but your chance is going to come. Don't get impatient with that, right? The prayer from Corinthians 9:24. Don't you realize that in every race, everyone runs, but only one person gets the prize? So run to win, right? Play to win the game. Live your life to win. All athletes are disciplined in their training. They do it to win a prize that will eventually fade away, right? Medals, ribbons, all that stuff kind of fades. But we do it for an eternal prize. Love that, right? Life isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. So work on yourself every single day. I appreciate you guys for supporting me here on the Men's Daily Devotional with Kyle Henderson. Drop us a comment inside the comment box. And one thing that I want you to think about, are you strong enough mentally and physically for life? And what is more challenging? Being strong mentally, or working on yourself mentally, or working on yourself physically, right? Read books, grow in your faith, hit the gym. You got to be well-rounded. Life is beautiful. Stay where your feet are at. I appreciate you guys being here. Enjoy your beautiful life. And I'll see you next time right here on the Men's Daily Devotional with Kyle Henderson. Coming to you from beautiful Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Until next video upload. Thanks for watching.